Vi ser jo humoristisk på alle disse handicap-tingene, for det liksom ikke egentlig noe... Du ikke egentlig handicapet, du, Eivind. Og vi har ikke helt... vi ikke helt innforstått med at Eivind handicapet, vet du. Eivind ble syk av en flått i år 2000 og utviklet nevrologiske symptomer i etterkant. Han fikk muskelrykninger, ble stiv i kroppen. Han prøvde å forklare legene at det kanskje kunne være borreliose. Det hadde de ikke noe tro på, og etter mye fram og tilbake så havnet han i en ALS-bås, og det en sykdom man ikke kan gjøre noe med.
If you're a person who's had a tick bite and some type of a rash, have symptoms coming and going with fatigue, and headaches, and stiff neck, and the light bothering you, and sound sensitive, and memory concentration problems, and joint pain, and muscle pain, and tingling, and numbness, and psychiatric problems, and you can't fall asleep. If you have all of these symptoms, which are characteristic of chronic Lyme, and you have fever, sweats, and chills suggestive of babesia, and you've tested people for all these other differentials, you've tested them for rheumatoid diseases and hormone problems, and you can't find anything. Well, if it's coming and going and it's migrating around your body, that's the hallmark of Lyme.
Han hadde et rødt merke bak på ryggen, og det vedvarte i over et halvt år. Han fikk muskelrykninger, stivhet. Han mistet muskelmassen gradvis, til han ble sittende i rullestol. Han hadde en grenseverdi først på borrelia. Så ble det gjort ytterligere prøver på Rikshospitalet, hvor ELISA-testen var negativ, andre tester var negative.
The testing is not adequate testing, even for the early stages of the disease.
This is a problem. Way more false negatives than positives. In fact, only 1 out of 100 people tested positive with Lyme disease by CDC criteria. I mean, that's terrible. That means we're going to miss huge numbers of patients in the population who are going to remain chronically ill because this testing is so poor.
Borrelia burgdorferi, in the wider sense, all of the different strains, they're very tricky in that they really have involved various different mechanisms to evade the host's immune system. People who develop symptoms of the disease don't develop really detectable levels of antibodies, perhaps because of immune evasion of the bacteria. The bacteria is hiding.
I dag dreier livet seg om Eivind. Det har jo gjort det nå helt siden han ble syk. Har vi drivet og forsket på denne borreliaen, og Eivind inne på nettet og har kommet i kontakt med veldig mange som har vært i samme situasjon, eller som i samme situasjon. Og sånn sett så har vi greid å komme til de rette ekspertene for å få en second opinion.
There's a group of doctors who are very conservative, who have published their work that chronic Lyme doesn't exist, it's easy to diagnose and it's easy to treat. Unfortunately, there are many, many scientific peer-review articles in good journals that contradict what they are saying.
The controversy is due to two things. We have not one test who is reliable for the diagnosis, yes or no, and we have no definitive test who can say now the bacteria is away or still present and still active.
Well, the controversy is basically on this chronic form, is that we have a problem in first acknowledging that we have a problem.
Oh, we know that Lyme borreliosis definitely can become chronic. That's a major problem because the Borrelia sort of hide away in the deep organs of the body, and then they're very difficult to reach by antibiotics, and they're safe then from the immune system of the host, of the host. And that's when the real problems start, the cardiac problems, the arthritis problems, and the neurological disorders.
Hadde legene. Hadde legene tatt meg på alvor? Hadde legene tatt deg på alvor, så hadde du ikke sittet her nå. I rullestol, nei. Da er det poenget å se på det litt i en tidlig fase, før han havner så langt.
One of the hallmarks of the biology of Borrelia burgdorferi in the wider sense is that different groups of animals, say birds as opposed to mice, they maintain completely different genotypes of the Borrelia, each of which causes different symptoms in humans. So in order to control Lyme disease, one would have to target a whole range of different animals.
People fly from all over the world to come see me because they can't get diagnosed and treated properly. And they've suffered for many years. That's not right. It's just not right. So I think doctors just need to keep an open mind, and they need to really look at the literature themselves, and they'll find that everything that I've told you here today is true. And not only is it true, but it works. It's practical. Patients get better. And that's really the bottom line for all of us. That's why we go into medicine, is to help people.